So I've been noticing a shift in perspective about the newest starter ship to hit the block.
Intrepid.
When the Crusader Intrepid first released, it was greeted with a less than enthusiastic reception. It came to a landing in front of the masses, and it was so different. A single size 3 gun, side deployed cargo racks rather than a small cargo hold, and most controversial, that polarizing asymmetrical shape. It just wasn't a cockpit with a little cargo space behind it that everybody had gotten used to with starter ships. But now every time I ask what ship you meet me in, what you got tucked in the Polaris, or what's your daily driver? Intrepid. Could be that the people I'm talking to have watched my vid making a case for why it's an excellent ship, or that because I like it so much that I happen to notice it more. If you like Honda Accords, then you see them everywhere you go. So as the famous D&D player Vin Diesel once said, the plural of anecdote does not equal data. Since CIG doesn't have Intrepid sales data readily available, I did the best I could and just asked folks through an informal poll. A little over 300 participants doesn't represent the whole community, but it's a good enough sample size to get a feel for which way the wind's blowing. Has your opinion about the Intrepid changed since its release? 17% said it's grown on them. 21% said, nope, not for me, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, friend.
24% said they always dug it. 38% said they'd never flown it or have no opinion on it. I imagine a chunk of the percentage for that last response were folks who may never have played and just like clicking on polls. You know how that go. Votes that were positive toward the ship were double the negative, and that's not too shabby. The folks who took the time to share their specific thoughts on the ship gave some good insight into the Intrepid's elevation towards starter ship boss.
It grew on me. It makes for a good private jet-style craft that you can live in.
It grew on me once they changed the gun. The ship needed a bigger weapon to balance out the visual design. Well, that, and also a single-size 2 cannon was weak AF.
At the very beginning, when they seriously wanted to offer the Intrepid with a single-size 3 FL-33 gun, I wondered if they were smoking at CIG. Then they changed the gun to size 4 and Rhino repeater. From then on, it was really solid. I really like flying it. It has a great sound, long range, and flies very well in the atmosphere. And with the stealth setup, it is virtually invisible on the radar. It is currently one of the most recommendable and modern starter ships with the most beautiful interior. Whether exploration, bunkering, or small cargo missions, it cuts a really good figure. And its firepower is often underestimated. The single cannon reloads much faster than, for example, a Titan or 325A. I can only recommend it, even to beginners. Only buy with discount.
It's a zippy and quick starter smuggling ship.
It would be amazing if the cargo bay wasn't so awful.
It's still the ugliest ship in the game, bar none.
The prettiest starter ship available, and one of the prettiest in-game in general, both exterior and interior. It has a permanent slot in my hangar, amazing as a daily driver just to get around with the big tank's maneuverability and speed. For specialized loops, any ship is better than starter, so I don't buy into the "but it can't do bounties or cargo." It's a perfectly capable little bird, and the engine sound has the perfect amount of oomph. One thing I don't get is why the community rags on the look so much. It baffles me.
I upgraded to Vulture for more gameplay loops. I will be purchasing one in-game when available. Awesome ship.
And of course,
Never played Scam Citizen.
the Crusader Intrepid had a bit of a rough start, but over time, it's won over a lot of players, especially after the weapon tweak. Out the gate, the stock weapon loadout felt and even looked underwhelming, but once they bumped it up to a size 4, the ship started to feel a little bit more balanced. It's no Crusader Ares, but with its minimal power requirements, it can lay down continuous fire indefinitely. It's quick, handles well in atmosphere, and even has some stealthy potential that make it harder to pick up on radar. For a starter ship, it's got the requisite versatility, small cargo runs, bunker runs, exploration, all that good stuff. But not everything's perfect. That cargo bay, not winning any design wars from a lot of the community. It's functional, but some feel like it holds the ship back from being truly great. It comes more easily when you apply a practiced hand. After you spend enough time with it, you know to keep your box just above ground level, throw it on the first grid and use that to guide it into the slots further back. You learn the nuances of your ship, like an old Chevy owner that knows the trick to getting their hood to stay upright. Only other Intrepid owners get it. Plus, you can squeeze an extra 4 SCU in, raising its capacity to 12, which means you can make more money putting it to work as a hauler than any other ships in this class. And like another citizen said, it's got the Han Solo appeal of crouching out the cargo bay, using it as another entry and exit point. Now let's talk design, because the look has people divided. As you see, some people think it's hands down the ugliest ship in the game, while others swear it's the creme de la creme. If you're into that sleek private Gulfstream aesthetic with a little Pontiac Aztec love on the side, this got your vibe all over it. The interior is clean, modern, actually feels like a ship you'd want to spend time in, not to mention having an engineer station, mess area with seating, shelving, gun rack, fridge, bathroom, all tucked in a $65 ship. Then there's the sound design. Crusader nailed it. The engine sound has some real presence, adding to that premium feel. It's not trying to be the best bounty hunter or cargo hauler out there, but as an everyday ship, solid choice. So, is the Intrepid the best starter ship? A lot of folks are starting to think so. If you're looking purely at gameplay loops, sure, there's better options specifically for bounty hunting or cargo runs. But if you want something stylish, fun to fly, well-rounded, it's a great pick. The ship really shines as a daily driver. You can hop in, get where you need to go, and enjoy the ride. Or you can even live in the thing. It's not perfect, but for the right player, it's easily one of the most enjoyable starter ships in Star Citizen right now. And enjoyability is the name of the game when it comes to your go-to ship. Just wanted to put that out there real quick. Miska's also grabbed a hold of the ship experience factor and integrated it into their newest blue-collar baby. So check that out right here. Till the next time, fly dirty, citizens.